character. The cube is such a cheat to make all unique gear and unlock most skills right away. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, good morning, Mama Sus. How you doing this morning? It is definitely kind of like a cheat code, but yeah. It's kind of hard to really tell what's a cheat code this late in the season because you've got so much materials. But now if you switch to hardcore and you were to start a warlock, you'd have no new material. You have no leftover materials. So everything you'd be doing would be done with materials that you wouldn't normally have after 2 months of playing. So that's more of an accurate representation of a normal player's experience, in my opinion. But it just depends on what part of the season you're in. So I get it. What am I doing here? For every willpower, do we have some easy willpowers? We do if I go here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So I don't think I have very long left. Joe coming in with a 245 stream streak. Holy crap. And thank you, sir. I appreciate the support. Let's go kill some Harbinger. Let's go kill some Harbinger. Feel like I can go kill a whole bunch of Harbinger and get some. Joe is muted on Discord. Joe's not even talking on. Joe is technically muted on Discord. Actually, I was not paying attention, and just about everything was muted except for me and the music. But now you guys should be able to hear everything.
Hold me back.
Well, you know, you got to do a little something every once in a while.
Yeah, but my greatness shines through it.
It does. Got to make sure they remember that they're here for me and not for you. Got to put you on the back burner. Good now. It should be good.
They're here for the entertainment, not you.
Exactly. Gotta keep the focus on me every once in a while. It's the only way. It's the only way I can do it. Is just to cut you guys out sometimes.
You know what they're actually waiting for is that hardcore death.
Oh, always. All right, so we were able to kill the Harbinger. Torment 9. Beautiful. Not as quickly as I would have liked it to be, but I'm doing this for two main reasons this morning. First is I would like a better dire totem. Also, I need to turn the music volume down. I feel like music was super loud right now. I need a better... GG's, Joe. I need a better dire totem. I need to try to get rolls on my whatchamacallits. I need to try to get better aspect rolls on the gear that I'm using. Okay, so if we have Grizzly Rage going, we kill him significantly faster. That's kind of like the issue with the Druid, is you have to have Grizzly Rage going, assuming you're using Grizzly Rage, or else you basically do no fucking damage.
like now.
There we go. Okay. Dead again. Beautiful. We do this a few times. We got no dire totems, which is not good. Not good at all. But I also wouldn't mind trying to get a different set charm. I was curious to see if the storm set would be better than the beast set for this build. Because beast set 5-piece doesn't really give me any damage increase, unfortunately. So we're gonna try to swap it out once we get the pieces necessary. Munkin is killing it this season with the Warlock, 130 or 300 Paragon, first place on Tower. Yeah, I saw his post in Discord with #1 hardcore tower posting for Warlock. It's wild. Yo, what's up, AK? Good morning, sir. Which is insane. #1 Warlock. We did also an Echo 122. I saw your message saying that you guys did an Echo 122, which is also super crazy. I would be absolutely terrified to try to do an Echo 122. I would be so scared. And your Paragon 295? I know. Are you excited to get Paragon 300? Where's the... Did it bug out? Oh, there it goes. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I don't think I have my thing. Miss Mur, good morning. It's my Friday, and I'm enjoying some adult beverages, and we are chilling today. How are you doing today, Miss Mur? I'm guessing if you're awake at this time, you might also be enjoying some adult beverages. Luckily, managed to get my bar back to Paragon levels. That is good. Very... Ooh. I got a mythic item. Well, that's nice. Oh, but I don't need it. Well, that's not nice.
Junk.
Oh, it was. I have no use for it. No use for it. It is the mall one, which is interesting. Oh, wait. It's a mall one. I don't think you can make mall good, though. You probably could make it pretty good.
You want to take that chance on hardcore?
I mean, kinda. Kinda a little bit. We'll put it in there. It's W Friday. Cheers. It's okay. I'm unfortunately my Monday, but I do have to go into work. Oh, well, thank you for hopping in and saying hi today. I appreciate that. Hopefully work goes very well for you when you get in today at 5 p.m. But for now, we shall chill. All right, let's run around in a circle here. Hit one of these, hit one of those, hit one of this, one of that.
Get ready to go already.
Enjoy your day, sir.
Yeah.
Yep, and I will see you in chat later.
Of course. Later, everyone.
I'm going to pour... Ooh, you're going to pour yourself a drink. 10 out of 10, I do recommend. Oh, we got another Belial pull. I'll take another Belial. You know, chat, we got to talk about something. We got to talk about something. So, some of you may or may not know that I frequent, one of the few social medias that I frequent is Reddit. And I've been on Reddit lately, and for whatever reason, I regularly get posts from subreddits like new streamers or Twitch streaming or all this other stuff, asking for advice. Not like me specifically, but just like Reddit in general, asking for advice for new streamers. And can someone please tell me why people on Reddit, when they're asking for advice, would rather just argue with you than listen to the advice that you're trying to provide them? They would rather just tell you you're wrong and it couldn't possibly be the things that you're saying. Because I definitely haven't been on on Twitch for over 10 years. I haven't, been streaming for over 2 years in what I would consider a fairly successful channel. They would rather just argue. What in the... Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, we're good now. Okay, everything's okay. Why is he not taking any damage? Okay, we're fine. That's Reddit, folks. They can't believe it. I mean, I just don't get it. They're really asking for validation. They're asking... Basically, they just want you to... It seems like they just want you to tell them that it's not their fault. It's everyone else's fault. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I go in there and I try to give them sound advice and I try to tell them why the things that they are doing aren't giving them the results that they're hoping for. And obviously, I'm not perfect. I can't say exactly what they're doing and why it's not giving them the results they're hoping for, but I can point them in the right direction. And I feel like I do a pretty good job at that. Not necessarily just as a creator on this platform, but the fact that I watch. I've been watching people on this platform for a decade. And I know we all have different preferences. I understand that we all have different preferences. But there does come a point where bad content is just bad content. And man, oh man. Like, I don't know how you guys feel. I don't know how you guys feel about this one particular thing. And the thing that set me off the most, right? Sounds like a conversation with your brothers. The one conversation, I got the song request. What you got from me, Renee? The one subreddit post that got to me the most was a couple of days ago. Someone posted about asking about why it seems like so many people are doing followers only and validated only chats. Identity crisis, take me away. I got you. Yo, what's up, Zaraf? Good morning, sir. I appreciate the lurk. Have a great Wednesday. So they were asking why so many people did validated or verified, not validated, verified and follower only chats. And my immediate response was, I do not recommend any small or new streamer do verified or follower only chats because it greatly limits, one, who's going to come and watch you and then interact with you, because a lot of people like to talk to you before they follow. And two, it also limits who's going to raid your channel, because I know for a fact that there are many streamers out there who will not raid your channel if you are follower or verified only. And their answer to this conundrum was, well, it stops the bots. Yo, what's up, Krager? It stops the bots and it stops the toxic people. Okay, Sure, it stops the bots and the toxic people. Have you heard of this thing called Seribot? It's free and it's incredible. One, that takes care of basically all the bots you're ever going to get. I've never had an issue with bots since I've installed Seribot on the channel. And two, if you're getting that many toxic people that come into your stream that they ruin your experience, maybe just switch channels at that point. Switch categories to something else, because that does not seem like the type of category I would want to be a part of. That seems absolutely horrible. But instead, no. My idea and my recommendations weren't valid because whatever reason they decided to give. I just don't get it. This band I discovered 2 days ago, it sounds like Pearl Jam influence. I love Pearl Jam. One of the first CDs that my parents bought for me, I think I was in 7th grade. I had a portable CD player. I got a portable CD player for Christmas, and I got 2 CDs with said portable CD player. One was Metallica, Master of Puppets, one of the best CD albums ever created. And the other was a Pearl Jam CD. I don't remember the name of the CD or album, but ever since then, been a huge fan. Huge fan. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this chest. Toxic people can have verified accounts. Oh, they absolutely can have verified accounts. It's the entire conversation was literally them just being argumentative, and I want to say playing devil's advocate, but generally when I play devil's advocate, it's usually to try to point to valid reasons of the opposite side of the aisle, whereas they're just like arguing just to argue. So then you become the guy on the discussion who argues against them. So now the role is reversed. Get it? Even though they asked for, yeah, they're asking for the help. And instead, they're like, no. You're clearly wrong. Here's the thing. Like, I don't go around and be like, here's my Twitch tracker, go check me out. Like, no one knows what my Twitch is. My Reddit name is not the same as my Twitch name. They don't know what my Twitch account. I don't give my Twitch account out on Reddit. So there's no way for them to be like, oh, well, this guy knows what he's talking about, or this guy's an idiot, I'm going to go harass him on Twitch. That would be dumb. I wouldn't do that to begin with. But, I mean, like, still, come on. Come on. It's either the album 10 or the album Versus. The album 10 or Versus. Are you talking about the one that I got? Pearl, it's not you specific. It's like clickbait. It is like clickbait. Pearl Jam album with Better Man Live. If I can see a picture of the album, it's yo, what's up, Deruvish? You're early today, sir. Welcome. So the CD that I had from Pearl Jam with a camel on the front, I don't remember exactly. It may have been live, better on 2 legs. I remember that the album cover was very dark. But it had one of the last 2 songs was Better Man Live. And I specifically remember it being the live version. Vitology? It was not Vitology. I can guarantee that it wasn't. I want to say that it was Pearl Jam live on 2 legs. It definitely wasn't Vitology. I would hold on. Let's see here. Pearl Jam, Vitology, track list. See, I don't remember it being. What about Live on Two Legs? Yo, what's up, Rage? No, it was definitely Live on Two Legs. Because Live on Two Legs has Better Man closer to the end. And I want to say it was like 2 or 3 songs from the end. Also, elderly woman behind the counter in a small town sounds super familiar. And Even Flow. Even Flow also released in 1998. When was Vitology released? So Vitology was released in 94. So when was Live on Two Legs released? Live on Two Legs. Live on Two Legs was released in 98. Here's the thing though. Yo, good morning, Pand. How you doing? I'm a huge grunge. I love grunge too. Like I grew up listening to all these songs on the radio. And Live was on. So here's the thing though. The CD was mostly black, which makes me think it was Live on Two Legs. Okay, here's the ultimate question. I know 100% that the version of Better Man on the CD that I listened to was live. So if Vitology's version of Better Man was not live, 100% was not that. So is Vitology Better Man the live version? Does not say that. Ooh, good morning, Pan. Yo, Manuel, good morning over on YouTube. Hopefully I didn't miss your message. I got a bunch of people talking to me over on Twitch chat right now, so we're trying to do some things over here. Good morning, Munkin. The studio version of Better Man. Okay, so the studio version of Better Man is on Vitology, whereas the live version is on Live on Two Legs. So my money is really, really, really leaning towards Live on Two Legs and not Vitology. We're doing pretty good. It's my Friday. We've got some adult beverages, and we're playing some Diablo. Yo, Razor, good morning, sir. All right, let's go play some more Diablo. Now that we figured out that situation. I can go ahead and close that. We can close this. There we go. All right. Back to Harbinger. Did the cover have a chimp man on it? I don't remember a chimp man. But I do know that I got that CD in like 7th grade. Oh, a greater rift. Okay, back to town so we can sell our loot and get some more. What did the CD look like for Vitology? It definitely wasn't Vitology. Okay, okay. It was definitely live on two legs. It was 100% live on two legs because the CD case cover looked familiar. But as soon as I saw the actual CD being blue with a broken up collage style image on the front, I 100% know that it was that album. It's without a doubt. Absolutely, without a doubt, it was live on two legs. 100%. Not even a question anymore. Yo, what's up, Kaima? How you doing? My main monitor went by yesterday, apparently, so I am one monitor guy right now. Ooh, no, sir. I am sorry for your loss. Hopefully, you can get that fixed soon. I really don't care about any of this stuff, honestly. I'm just here to try to get better aspects for my other gear. We're going to pick up all of this beautiful bean footage. We're going to go into the next one. We're going to delete all of the beautiful bean footage at the blacksmith, and then we're going to try again. All right, we'll go ahead and salvage all of this. We're going to switch over to loot filter mode so we don't have to pick up so much loot this time. We're going to try to cast both of these. There we go. We're going to go in here. We're going to... We've got Harbinger and Belial. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Yo, what's up, OG Tic Tac? Good morning, sir. Actually, you know what? We're going to pick up everything. Because a lot of this stuff, when we sell it, it's going to give us Forgotten Souls. And I feel like we still need some Forgotten Souls. All right, so we go here. Ooh. No, that's no good. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, chat. I'll be right back, guys. Appreciate everyone hanging out this morning. Okay, we're back. Only Ancestral Gear gives Forgotten Souls, though. I think that some Ancestral Gear is not being picked up by my current loot filter, so that should be fine. All right, we'll get rid of all of this. Ooh, look at all of that beautiful bean footage. I do have one here. So we should be able to put that in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We go here. There's no way that we need any of this stuff, right? Ooh, see, that's better. That's better than what I have. So we're going to hold on to that one. We're going to salvage all of this. We're going to get rid of the rare seals. That is better than what I have. Let's 86 with an 86. Not a bad roll, sir. Not a bad roll at all. Don't need this, that, or those. We're gonna re-roll Yo Anonymous with a 77. Munkin coming in with a 98. That's a pretty good roll, sir. That is a pretty good roll. Okay, we're gonna try something. We're going to try to see if we can get... So first off, we need to do this, that, this. Okay, that did not do at all what I wanted it to do. Oh, that one's a copy. Okay, so now... Oh, son of a monkey's uncle. I need 6. I need 6 storm charms, not 5. That way I can re-roll one of the storm charms. Okay. Also, I feel like I need to turn the music back down a little bit. I always feel like that music sneaks up on me and I forget about it. Pick up the rest of this. Go back to town. Salvage it. And then we go kill more Harbingers. Okay, so yeah, we don't need anything there. Ooh, do we go kill more? Yeah, let's go kill more Harbingers. I feel like Harbingers is definitely better for us. Okay. What am I getting stuck on? Run through all of this nonsense. Hit up the altar of hate. Wait for the Harbinger to pop up. Easy peasy, boys and girls. All right, grab this. Grab that. Ooh, we got a 1GA Mythic Helm. I'll take it. All right, we're gonna smack him around a little bit. Our goal is to kill him before he goes into... Oh, no. I was hoping to kill him before he got into this mode. No. No, 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 no. Why? Oh, dang. Stone Temple Pilots, sex type things. Yo, I got you, church. Give me 1 second, sir. Let's see here. Add to queue. Clip that yourself. Oh, you know what we could try? Twitch, clip that. Did that work? How do we know if that worked? It's supposed to be a new thing that if you say that, Twitch will do it for you, right? That's supposed to be a new thing. It's supposed to be a thing. Twitch, clip that. Do I have to turn it on? There's no way I have to turn it on, right? Yeah, see, that definitely didn't do anything. Son of a monkey's uncle. Did you enable it? I didn't think you had to enable it. To be honest, I thought it was just a thing. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Why? I knew that was going to happen. I knew that if we farmed Harbinger, that he would one-shot us. I probably shouldn't have farmed Harbinger while having delayed reaction times. I don't think it goes by itself without enabling it. My condolences. I appreciate your condolences, sir. So... Oh, I've reached the maximum number of fallen characters. Well, wait. Oh, fallen characters. Okay. So here's the question. What do we play next? Do we continue? I'm home in 1 hour-ish. That's fine. We can worry about that in a little bit. The real question is, what do we build next? Do we try to redo the Druid? Or do we do... I don't want to do Warlock right now, because we're definitely going to do Warlock next season. We're definitely doing Warlock next season, and I don't want to burn myself out on Warlock now for next season. Necro. What's even good for Necro this season? I don't even know what's good for Necro. Do a poll? Do a poll. How many slots can I have for a poll? I don't even know the answer to that. A stripper poll. 10 out of 10. Do recommend. Create new poll. What's next? We could do Spiritborn. We could do Paladin. I don't really want to do Barb, so we could do Rogue. We could do Sork. We could do Necro. That's not how you spell Necro. There we go. Rogue, Necro, Sork, Spiritborn, Paladin. I like those. Exclude the one you don't want. That's exactly what I did. And we're gonna do it for 3 minutes. Nah, we're gonna do it for 2 minutes. 3 minutes is too long. All right. Go ahead and vote. I want to see you play Spiritborn. That class I've never seen you play. I've only played it a handful of times. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the poll is live. Go vote on the poll. I'm going to go re-up on the adult beverage, and I will be back, and we'll see who wins the poll. Necro Bone Spirit was fun. Necro Bone Spirit is fun, but I did hear that it changed, and it's not the same build that it was last season. So one of my favorite songs, Mazzy Star. Well, enjoy. I'm going to be right back, you beautiful people. And I'll turn it up a little bit for you. Necro wins. Wait, did 5 separate people vote for Necromancer? View results. Oh, wow. They did vote for Necromancer. 5 votes for Necro, 2 votes for Spiritborn, and 1 vote for Sorcerer. Okay. Necromancer, like you guys didn't get enough Necromancer last season, and now we're doing more this season. We're going to go with this guy. Hardcore. That's not right. That's your favorite? So 6 Necro. I mean, here's the question, though. Now that we figured out what class we're going, we get to figure out what build we're going. So let's go over to Max Roll. You died? I did die. I died to Harbinger. Harbinger has a one-shot mechanic, and I did not dodge it, and I'm blaming it on the adult beverages, buds. I'm blaming it on the adult beverages. What you gonna do about it? So we need to go to Max Roll. And we need to figure out what is the Necromancer, because I don't want to go like, I don't want to go Blood Wave. The Blood Wave is number 1. What else is there? I don't want to do Sever. I don't really want to do Golem or Minion. I mean, Bone Spirit. So from my understanding, Season 14 Bone Spirit is different than Season 15 Bone Spirit. So I guess we'll give it a try. You got to bring all the minions. I mean, I could bring all the minions, but I don't. It was okay. Got to put 125 with it. You got to pit 125 with it. I mean, pit 125 is probably viable for just about everything. Pit 125 is probably viable just about everything. Was that your first drink? This is my drink number 3. Technically, it's like drink number 4. Hence, it was okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Technically, it's like drink numero quattro, to be honest. Can I find a YouTube video of what Season 14 D4 Bone Spirit? See, that's Season 13. That's 3 months ago from Microbio Boy. Where is Season 14? Okay, the weirdest Bone Spirit build clears 120 from Fat Mephisto. Good luck with Necro. I got to get to bed. Have a great stream. Yo, Lord Ramir, I appreciate you hanging out this morning, sir. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It looks pretty similar. For leveling, Bone Spirit will start out with Sever and minions. That's pretty normal. Did you ever see the leaderboard today? Isn't it pretty? I heard about the leaderboard. Yo, what's up, Merc? Thank you so much for the 5 stream streak. I appreciate that. Okay. What if we make a build completely on our own, right? We could do a Bone Splinter build. We could do a Bone Spear build. We could do a Blood Lance build. We could do, I don't know, yeah, that's already been done. Yo, American Outlaw, good morning. We could. Okay, so that's really about it. Everything else is probably pretty much done. Like, those curses are done. Bloodwave has been done. AOTD, or, AOTD is done. Bone Storm, from my understanding, isn't really a build. Stone Rift, or Soul Rift is already built. Corpse Explosion build. Where's Corpse Explosion? Corpse Explosion build. I don't really know anything about Corpse Explosion. We could try that. We could absolutely try a Corpse Explosion build. We're going to do some Bone Splinters for right now, and we are going to go... Do you need a boost? I will absolutely take a boost, Munkin. I will go ahead and join you. That way... Oh, I need you to drop down first. Let me know when you drop down to Penitent. So... Bloodlance, Blight, AOTD, Bone Spear. So there's not even a Corpse Explosion build on max roll. So while he's doing that, I probably don't need a lot of this stuff.
Hello.
Good morning, Munkin. That's right, I made it myself. You made your own Corpse Explosion build? Well, that's impressive. Yo, Deserion. Desiron? I'm not gonna lie. I really suck at pronouncing Twitch names that aren't obviously English normally. So when I've got a couple adult beverages in me on a Friday night, my Friday night, I have no idea. Desiron? I'm gonna call you Deserion? I'm gonna call you Dez until you tell me what to call you. But thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I'm highly suspect. I'm a truck driving gamer dad. We play a lot of Diablo here. We just lost our second hardcore druid for the season. We have our buddy Mr. Munkin getting ready to power level us for our first necro of the season. But how you doing? And chat voted we're playing a necromancer, and I think we're gonna try to do Corpse Explosion for our first build on necro of the season. Okay, so we're not gonna need any of those. We gotta figure out... I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I've got no fucking idea how Corpse Explosion works.
You can TP.
In Diablo 4, okay? Not a fucking clue. Now, if we wanted to go play D2, I could tell you how to make Corpse Explosion work in D2. But in D4, it goes boom. They explode. Oh, obviously. Critical strikes deal increased damage. I mean, we're going to do Eliminator. We're going to put a few points into Eliminator right off the rip. Okay. You know how it works in D2? It goes boom. You know, I've heard that it goes boom. I cannot confirm nor deny this information. Go ahead and read those. Fun fact, in D3, it also goes boom. I don't believe it. You don't have video evidence. I'm coming in.
Safe.
You don't have video evidence? I do not believe you. Bada big, bada boom. What about bada bing, bada boom? Okay. I need to verify if bada bing, bada boom is accurate. More fun fact. In D4, it goes boom. Capital B, capital O, capital O, capital M. Oh, Rage, by the way. I don't know what your plans are over the next couple of nights, but I do play Red Sec in the evenings. So if you want to play some Battlefield Red Sec in the evening this week, I love this song. Oh, this song's amazing. Absolutely. I love 90s grunge. If you want to play some Red Sec over the next few evenings, let me know. Hit me up on Discord, brother. Also, if anyone else wants to play Battlefield Red Sec, it's kind of like my go-to not Diablo time game. If anyone wants to join in, all you got to do is hit me up on Discord. I don't have full Battlefield 6. But I love some Red Sec. Why don't you just die now and get it over with? You know, that would probably be each time you summon, your summons deal damage. Nah, we don't need that. I don't see much happening. Got to go get the deer cams and stuff in place. So you don't see much happening in the evening outside of video games, or you don't have much happening IRL, therefore you will be playing video games. Doesn't really answer my question. But I'm just letting you guys know. If you guys do want to play Red Sec, I am very aggressive in basically all shooter games that I play. I do not sit in corners. I do not camp. I push every fucking sound that I hear. Why don't you just play a summoner or golem build? Because I did that. I played Companion Druid. Red Sex. Yeah. I don't camp shit, bro. I do not camp shit. The only reason that I don't stream those games is because I'm just not quite good enough. I'm just not quite good enough. I feel like a game like Diablo 4, anyone can learn. Okay, so I've come up with an opinion on what makes a good streamer. Okay? To be a good streamer, you need to do one of three things. You either need to be incredibly entertaining, think burnt peanut or queso. You need to be incredibly knowledgeable, think someone like Cliptis or Woody Joe. Or you need to be absolutely goated at the mechanical skills of a video game. Think someone like Shroud or like that, or someone like Shroud, basically. And I'm sure there's also tons of other examples. I'm not mechanically good enough at shooter games to be considered a good creator in those genres. But I do think that any halfway intelligent person can become good enough at knowledge of video games like Diablo 4, Path of Exile, basically any RPG. There's very little mechanical skill required in ARPGs.
It's safe.
Yo, good morning, Dewey. Yo, Zaraf, thank you so much for stopping in. How you doing this morning, sir? So, that's why I switched to Diablo 4. I'm not mechanically good enough. Like, I'm mechanically really good at shooter games. Not good enough. And I know that if I had ever stuck to like shooter games, I would never have pushed into that top tier. And there's not as much knowledge to be had in those shooter games compared to something like Diablo. So, to fit my play style and my stream style, I picked Diablo. So, I don't know where I was going with this anymore. But you know what I did realize the other day? You know who has all three? You know, I want to ask you guys, if you had to say a streamer who had the knowledge, who had the character, and who had the mechanical skill of big, well-known streamers, I want to know what you guys think. Who do you think has all three? Have you ever seen someone like Toast Rack on EFT, Escape from Tarkov? You don't have to be mechanically awesome to be successful at streaming an FPS. No, I don't know who Toast Rack is. I do know a lot of the big EFT streamers. I know Jesse Kazam. I know Veritas, even though he doesn't stream it anymore. I know Landmark. I know, oh man, what's his name? The guys that play with Jesse Kazam, Airwing Marine. There's a couple of them. What's the Australian guy who's super popular? Pestily, I know them, but I don't know who Toast Rack is. Willer Z is also another really big one. Co is a really good example. Co knows a lot. I don't know how good mechanically Co is at streaming, but he also does have a very entertaining personality. None of them you close to, though. Here's what I came up with.
GP, bro.
Here's what I came up with. Wait a minute. I was watching you because I thought you had all of those. Fairly have to watch Lexin. You know who has, in my opinion, from all of the big YouTubers and Twitch streamers and everyone that I'm aware of, do you know who I think has the best of all three?
Monken.
Jinxie. Jinxie is incredibly entertaining. And you may not enjoy his style of entertainment, which is fine, but you have to at least give it to the fact that he is very entertaining. He's incredibly knowledgeable. He knows so much about Rainbow Six Siege. It is actually wild how much that man knows. And he is really, really good at the game. Sadly, I don't stream anymore. I'm not even an affiliate, which is unfortunate. But you step back. You step back and, you know, there's a level of respect for that. I think Jinxie is one of the most well-rounded streamers on this entire platform. Now, to be fair, I don't watch a lot of large Twitch streamers. But of the few that I do watch, I think Jinxie is just as entertaining as someone like Tim the Tatman or Queso or Burnt Peanut. I think he's just as knowledgeable about Rainbow Six Siege. Is it Rainbow Six Siege or Rainbow Siege 6? It's Rainbow Six Siege, right? I can never remember. I think he's as knowledgeable about that game as just about anyone else is for any other game. And I think he has a top tier personality. I'll be back soon. Got to get another PC. Enjoy the getting of the PC, sir. All right, so we got all kinds of skill points here. We clearly do not need all of these points in the Bone Splinter, since we do have Monkin leveling us up at this point.
You can TP.
Teleporting to you, sir. All right, let's grab all of these. We don't need Revenge, Golem, Exploit. Dealing damage to vulnerable increases. We're probably going to use Exploit. Yeah, we're probably going to use Exploit if I had to guess. So we'll put a few points into Exploit. I'm going for Barricade. I don't even know what Barricade is, Renee. Necromancer is not one of my more well-versed builds. One of my well-versed classes. Okay, so we need to figure out what exactly we're doing here, right? Clearly, we're going for Corpse Explosion. I'm guessing Streamer Barricade. What the fuck is Streamer Barricade? Yo, Zuki, good morning. How you doing, brother? So, I'm guessing we probably want to go Corpse Tendril. Corpse Explosion detonates 2 additional corpses. Corpses consumed by Corpse Explosion can be consumed that's a tough choice. A Canadian idiot. Wait, what? Who's a Canadian idiot? Corpse Explosion, 20% chance to form Blood Orb. Or 15 Essence. Actually, I don't know which one of those I want. You don't know Barricade, the streamer? No, I don't know who Barricade is. Corpse Explosion size and damage, 75%. It's also a darkness skill. Releases a Vile Misma. Bevies, yo, Garp, good morning. We've already lost one character this morning, sir, so don't hope for any fantastic style gameplay today. But we don't have beer, though. I'm not a big beer enjoyer, personally. All right, we did just pick up Abyss. What does Abyss do? Grants rare nodes, non-physical damage. So does Corpse Explosion. Oh, it does physical damage. We might have to switch that. We'll have to check that out. It's pronounced miasma. Is that kind of like manasses? I only say that to Flug because Flug knows exactly what I'm talking about. Manasses, Virginia. All right, so while we wait for Monkin to do that stuff, we're going to put 1 point into Corpse Explosion, or 1 point into Corpse Tendril. Menbutt, yes, Manasses, Virginia. You gain additional 5% increased critical strike chance for 6 seconds against enemies damaged by corpse. We're going to do that. We're going to do increased crit strike. And vulnerable. I like that. Corpse tendrils no longer consumes the corpse. Enemies are immobilized for 3 seconds after being pulled in. No longer casts on a corpse, it's cast on you. I don't like that for hardcore. Deals damage and no longer has a delay before pulling enemies in. I think we're going to take that for right now. We're definitely putting one into Iron Maiden and into Decrepify. Because we want both of those. Munkin's almost got the thing open, so Iron Maiden no longer has an essence cost, since this generates.
It's safe.
Teleport to Munkin. There we go. All right, so we picked up, which one did we pick up? Abyssal Amplify. Magic nodes and enemies affected by curse take 10% increased damage. So we're definitely going to probably want Amplify. Amplify sounds like a good one for our current build we're going to go with. Go ahead and salvage all of the items that we currently have. Okay, so enemies affected with Iron Maiden will be executed. You are fortified for 5% of your maximum life when an enemy dies while affected with Iron Maiden. I do like the sound of that. Go ahead and hop in here. All right, what else do we have? So, enemies hit while affected with Iron Maiden have 50% chance to randomly generate one stack of ferocity or overpower. Or, ooh, so I don't think we need Iron Maiden. Maybe we just put Iron Maiden vulnerable. We'll have to think about that. While at least one enemy is affected with Iron Maiden, you gain thorns. Iron Maiden damage is increased by 100% of your thorns. I don't care about that, honestly. Iron Maiden is also a darkness skill that deals shadow damage. Enemies have a 30% chance to be stunned for 2 seconds when they take damage from Iron Maiden. Or Iron Maiden is a blood skill, causing enemies that damaged by it to have 5% chance to on a blood orb. Casting Iron Maiden picks up 4 blood orbs in the targeted area and cause them to burst. I feel like we take that.
You can TP.
Teleporting. I think we're probably going to take that one that we just looked at for Decrepify. Don't know what we just picked up. Dead, Razors, Summons, Essence. Don't need that. Golems, Thorns. Utility increase damage while you have no active. Ooh, I don't know that we're going to have active minions, so we're going to put a couple points into this. Alrighty then. Go ahead and salvage these. Accept that. Give Munkin a second. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm guessing it's safe, so we're going to go in the portal.
Yes.
All right, so, what do we have here? So you have an additional 5% crit strike chance. 1 active cooldown by 1 second. I don't really care about that. In fact, Crepify, movement speed. Provide 20% chance to grant 1 stack of Resolve. Resolve is always good on hardcore.
You can TP.
Teleporting to Munkin. Okay. Grab all of that. And what do you got? Abyssal, Dead Razor, Desecration. Guess we'll just put some more points in to Amplify. Salvage these goodies, accept another one from Munkin. See you soon on my way home. Enjoy the ride home, sir, and be careful, brother.
It's safe to come in.
Hopping in. Whatever happened to Toad? To Toad. The only Toad that I know of is the Toad from Mario, sir. If you're not talking about the Toad from Mario, I have no idea. Healing for 10% of your maximum life whenever you hit an enemy effectively with it. Up to once a second. Enemies that die with fixated rich blood form. Blah, 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 blah. Enemies decrepify is now applied to your minions, creating a 20% attack speed. Now we're going to take this. Okay. Camel Toad? Toad the Wet Sprocket. I have no idea what you're talking about. A swirling storm of bones appear around you and your golem, dealing damage and surrounding enemies. I don't know what ultimate we want to take here.
You can TP.
Teleporting. The band you're listening to? The band I'm listening to. Is the band that I'm listening to called Toad? Live is the name? I'm so confused right now. Revenge, Thorns, Golems, Critical Strikes, Healthy, Overpowered Charge. We're gonna do this. I'm licking Toad. I mean, but there is a band called Toad the Wet Sprocket. I have never heard of that in my entire life.
Should go check your caches from the seasonal.
But I'm pretty sure the band that is playing right now is called Live, like Anonymous Peanut said, though. I think we take Bone Spirit here. Casting Bone Storm grants a barrier. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Go check seasonal caches. Oh, go check seasonal caches. Let's see here. We have the last 4 left.
Yeah, take all the experience ones.
So you're saying go ahead and grab this and that and this and that and this. And open all of these. 69. They had a couple of hits in the late 90s. Oh, wait, 69? It does seem like it is 69 every single time you guys have had me do that so far. So... what are we going to do here? Defenders gain thorns. Defenders have 10% chance for blood orbs. You gain resistance to all elements, but the amount of defenders you can increase. I think we're going to go with that. Just do it. And we're Paragon level 206. It is perfect to hit the 70 in the pit and unlock. That does make sense. I think we take the defenders, but then we take the resistance.
You can TP.
Oh, that's message Munkin. We don't need to message Munkin. He's in chat with us. All right, so revenge isn't new. Golem's not new. Consuming a corpse fortifies you. And then get ready to do an echo with us. An echo. I did not sign up for this.
We did a 122 yesterday.
You do realize that if we do an echo, right? Oh shit! I also apparently deleted one of my YouTube tabs. Click on this button. Click on this button. How do I? Is it this one? No. Create, go live, stream, exit. We'll use as bait. Bro, bait? Like, you realize I have no gear, right? Okay, now we're good. I mean, I guess we're just going to put points in Amplify. Next time, we go higher. You do realize that I basically get one shot, right? You cannot protect me. There is nothing you can do to protect me. What's going on? Druid died? Yeah, I was doing a Harbinger. And you know how if you don't kill Harbinger quick enough, he does the whole little portal thing? And then if he does the whole little portal thing and you don't clear all the portals quick enough, he does the thing where he like shoots out from the portal and one-shots you. Yeah, he one-shot me. Yo, good morning, Batman. How you doing today, sir? All right, so yeah, he one-shot me. Casting Bone Storm grants barrier for half of your life. I don't need more vulnerable, so we're going to do barrier. Bone Storm increases your damage reduction. We're going to do Bone Storm increases or consumes corpse for increased duration. Just got off of work. Nice. Bone Storm is cast at the target location. 6 enemies. Cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds.
I will be on stream again.
Bone Storm, no problem, sir. Appreciate the help. Bone Storm becomes a darkness skill that deals shadow damage. Enemies damaged by it suffer an additional corrupted damage over 2 seconds. Critical strike chance and cast speed. We're definitely taking the critical strike and cast speed. We're going to do a whole bunch of ranks into Bone Storm. We need to figure out what else we're going to do here. So Golem now raises 3 golems, increased damage. Golem causes erupt, dealing damage. Golem consumes corpses. Every second reduce cooldown of corpse. Don't need that. Now raises a large golem that gains in an aura of command, increasing the cast speed and movement speed of your other minions. So I don't really want Golem. Here's the thing. I don't really know what exactly we want with this. If we do one into Skeleton Mage... Mage deals increased damage. This bonus is increased by 1%, yada, yada, yada. Increased critical strike chance to get enemies damaged by... Okay, so we do want that. 5% chance to grant 1 stack of Ferocity Resolve power whenever an attack based on whether your Skeleton Mage type is Shadow, Cold, or Bone. Skeleton Mage deals increased damage control. Increased number of mages. A corpse skill that requires corpse to be raised. Oh, but you know what? Each active skeleton mage increases your essence regeneration. I do like the sound of that. I like the sound of that a lot. So we need to figure out what we're doing with Corpse Explosion. Corpses consumed by Corpse Explosion can explode 1 additional time. I like the sound of that. Corpse Explosion size. Corpse Explosion is a darkness skill. Corpse Explosion is a bone skill, and instead of exploding, fires 8 piercing bone shards. Corpse Explosion generates essence. I feel like we generate essence. Skeleton Warrior. Skeleton Warriors cause them to deal increased damage. Skeleton Warriors heal you. We're definitely going to do healing for hardcore. Commanding Skeleton Warriors grants you 3 stacks of Resolve. Skeleton Warriors have a chance to make you... So we're definitely going to do Resolve stacks. Maximum number. Skeleton Warriors do 25% max life per second while in combat, explode on death. Skeleton Warriors are now raised from... No, we don't want to do that. If all of your Skeleton Warriors have been summoned, Skeleton Warriors briefly summon a Skeleton Priest instead. Skeleton Priests empower your minions for 8 seconds, increasing their critical strike chance and healing them. We're just going to do a number of Skeleton Warriors. How's your night going? It's been good so far. We lost our Druid, which kind of sucks. Druid numero dos. And then chat voted for a Necromancer. And then we somehow ended up on Corpse Explosion. Lex has a song request for us. Oh, Rammstein. Okay. So it looks like Lex has a Rammstein song for us. Add to queue. Next song. Turn up a little bit. We have a lot of fucking points. I've got 29 points here. If we max Decrepify, we increase the slow, which is nice. It feels so good to have my account back. Oh, I believe it. We do need Sever. So we're going to do Sever as a mobility skill. Let me know how you like this. I do like Rammstein. Obviously, I have no idea what they're talking about, so it's more of a vibes thing from them, though. Debating if I want to shower. I got dirty tonight. If it's even remotely close to as hot for you as it is for me, you should probably shower. There's Bone Spirit. We should probably take Blood Mist as a survivability skill. 57? Oh man, if it was 57, I'd be in fucking heaven. Blood Mist grants 5 crit for 5 seconds after it ends. Blood Mist increases your movement speed. Overpower, vulnerable. So we'll do overpower and movement speed. Fortifies you. Mobility skill, its cooldown's reduced. We're going to do fortify. So we have 7 more points to burn. I know it is about vibe, and I know you like Rammstein, but I guess you haven't heard all. Oh, no. Rammstein is one of those bands that I do very much enjoy, but I have not heard all of their songs. Trying to figure out where we're putting the rest of these points at. I'm thinking that maybe you gain thorns for each enemy trapped by Bone Prison. Bone Prison Darkness skill. Bone Prison forms a corpse every second. See, Bone Prison forms a corpse and spawns a pool of desecrated grounds. Yeah, I do not want to drain life. And life imprisonment says while standing within your essence generation and cast speed are increased by 20%, it drains I don't want to drain 5% of my max life every second. Sounds horrible. I did like that. Rammstein has some amazing vibes when it comes to their songs. Clearly, I have no idea what they're saying, but it's pretty good. All right, I'm off to shower, then bed. Yo, Batman, enjoy, sir. I mean, Skeleton Mages 5% grants. I mean, I guess we take that. Skeleton Mages can give us Ferocity, Resolve, or Overpower. That's not bad. We're going to take a point into Bloody Mess. So we still have 5 more points. Had a pretty easy night tonight, so can't complain. I had a decent... Nah, that's a lie. My night was pretty crappy, to be honest. I missed my exit one time, which cost me probably 10 minutes. And then that 10 minutes cost me another 10 minutes. But I really only have myself to blame for those, so yeah. But it was an exit that I've never taken before. I tried going a different way, and I should have just gone the normal way. But the exit snuck up on me. Instead of having like a merge lane, and then you take the merge lane off, it was just immediately like, boom, go. And I was not expecting it. Rammstein has amazing live shows. I've heard that. And I would love to go to one of their shows, but yeah. Bro, you are so loud. Oh, I'm loud. Bro, I'm loud every day. I'm loud every day. Every single day. What are we doing here? Damage for that. Damage for that. Damage for that. Commander Golem also grants you unstoppable. Golem deals vulnerable. Golem weakens. Commanding Golem. I don't command my golems, though. Yo, googly moogly, good morning, sir. 5% is generally not what you're hoping for. But how you doing today, sir? Man, where do I put these last 5 points? Maybe we just leave the 5 points. Nope, I don't want those. We'll grab these. So what are we putting here? Dexterity person within range gives you critical strike damage. Magic nodes. Damage and damage to elites. Normal nodes. We'll do magic nodes. And then grab those. There we go. Not 89 is significantly better. Oh, a 5 on the reroll after getting 5 on the OG roll hurts. Okay, so we do not need minion damage. We're not doing a minion build. Your golem, I'm not doing a golem build. Consuming a corpse, we are consuming corpses. So we're going to grab Flesh Eater. Resistance and max life. Max life. Damage to injured. Damage to elite. So we're going to do a double rotate here. We're going to attach the board. We're going to grab that and that. We're going to grab damage to injured. All right, what are we going to grab next? Wait, hold on. Well, that's fine. Your golem, increased max life, deals increased damage. Skeleton mage's warrior sacrifice bonus grants an additional golem. I'm not doing any golem damage. You gain damage reduction and deal increased damage. Scent of Death just sounds good. I have almost 500 Ultra Balls. That is pretty good. All right, so what do we got here? Damage to injured. Damage to injured. Armor resist. Resist max life. Max life. So we're going to attach it just like this. We're going to go ahead and build a bridge to Narnia. We are going to go here and grab that. We're going to grab this node right here. And we are also going to grab damage to healthy there. Damage to injured there. And then we're going to go straight up and grab all of these. Beautiful. I just bought 150 Ultra Balls. I had 150k Poké Dollars. Nice. Your golem, your bone skills, blood orbs. God damn. Do you guys see this right here? Your shadow and cold damage has a 20% chance to deal 300 multiplicative damage. So a 300 is 20% is 1 in 5. Can't see, it's in your head in the way. I do have a big head, so that's not surprising. So 20% is 1 in 5. So 1 in 5 at 300 multiplicative is really only 60%. Averages out to 60%. So that's basically not... While the numbers look really big, it's not really that surprising. Wither is kind of disappointing now that I think about it. And then frailty. Deal increased damage to cursed enemies. Well, everything should be cursed, so we're going to grab this right off the bat. Resistances, max life. Attack speed is pretty good. Corrupting damage we don't care about. Damage to crowd control, vulnerable. So we're going to do a rotate. We're also going to turn the sound down, the music. Music I feel is like super loud right now. Okay. All right, for real, I'm going to bed. Just got out of the shower. Enjoy, sir. Get some great rest today. So we're going to attach the board this way. We're going to go up to the left. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab the attack speed. We're going to grab that. We're going to go up and hit the vulnerable damage. We're going to hit that there. We're going to get this there. I don't care about corrupting damage. Had sus on my phone. Hell yeah. We're going to go ahead and go out this way. So, your golems, bone skills, blood orbs. You deal damage while you have a stack of overpower. I think we gain overpower. But I think we also gain blood orbs. So we're going to do the blood orbs. I know we gain blood orbs. All right, so we're going to attach the board this way. Had sus on my phone. Nice. We're going to go over just like this. Damage while healthy. I don't care. Oh, but damage while healthy is interesting. So we're going to go up here. We're going to grab the damage while healthy node. Yo, Drugula and Mr. Work. Yo, good night, Batman. Enjoy the rest, sir. Okay. So we're going to go down here. The magic node here is damage and damage to elites. We're going to put that in there. We need to grab a magic node. What's good, yo, Vato? It's 7:24 a.m., so I am getting my day started. Sir, my day is ending. It is 7:25 where I'm at. I lost my second druid this morning. We are enjoying our fourth adult beverage. What's up, sir? How you doing, man? Had to cancel my trip to the Netherlands. I checked the prices there, and it turns out they pay more money than here, but you spend twice as much. Well, I'm sorry you had to cancel your trip. A trip to Netherlands sounds amazing, not gonna lie. But you know what? I get it. Spending more money than you expected is a shitty situation. And you know what? Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. But here's the thing, though. I'm almost 40 years old. You get to be about 40 years old. You realize, damn, life is shorter than I thought it was. Don't put off things like that too long. If there's somewhere that you really want to go, maybe you just fucking go. Because you never know when you might get another chance. Nah, it was a work trip, so it's not that bad. Okay, well, that's different. Are you going to sleep real good when it's put that head on a pillow? What's for dinner? Dinner was McDonald's. Okay, well, hold on. Let me preface that. When I work, okay? And I did work last night. And you know what? Fuck it. We're not really doing anything important at the moment. Let's go full screen. And let's go ahead and delete the, not delete. Let's get rid of, where is the at? I'm losing my mind over here. Chug, chug, chug. No, we ain't chug, chug, chugging. Where's the fucking Discord at? Alerts? Twitch? Alerts? Video? I'm losing my mind. I am losing my ever-loving mind. Video? Chat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Okay, so there's my video. That's the whole screen. This is the Twitch alerts. Oh, okay. Don't lose your mind. My bad for asking about dinner. Okay. Honestly, at this point, I lost all concentration. I don't even know what we were talking about. Are you going to sleep real good when you put your head on the pillow? What's for dinner? Oh. So dinner. Dinner's kind of like a two-parter for me, right? Also, you know what I should do? I should add... What the fuck is that button? Wow, I really fucking hate new OBS. We're going to add a window capture. Window capture. What is this window capture? Nope, that's not the window capture that I wanted. Where did that window capture come from? We can delete that window capture. So let's add a different window capture. Window capture at motherfucker. I'm really bad at this, apparently, chat. Really fucking bad at this. I ordered First Light 007 and God of War Ragnarok today. Can't wait for it to arrive. Give names to them, easier to know which one is which. You know, Lex, that is fantastic advice, sir. Fantastic advice. Of those two games, Mr. Work, I have watched a little bit of First Light 007, and I have watched a lot of Ragnarok. And I do recommend Ragnarok. Ragnarok looks like it's from what I've watched, is a fantastic game. All right, window capture. Window capture. Wait, what? How do I add a new source? I want to add make source visible. Add. Oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. Diablo. Change this to. That's not Diablo, chat. What am I doing? Isn't 007 ray tracing a must? I'm not sure. Yeah, I played Ragnarok a bit. Never finished it. Ragnarok looks like a fantastic game. That's not Diablo, guys. That's not Diablo at all. Oh, you know what I could do, though? Game capture. Add existing. And then we shrink this way down. Way down. That way it gives you something to look at. Okay. One massive gray pixel. Oh, off to physical therapy. Have a good one, yo, Flug. Enjoy, sir. Don't work too hard today, brother. I appreciate you hanging out this morning, sir. Yo, Vato with the 10 biddies. I appreciate it, brother. Okay. So, back to where we started, right? We could make this a little bit bigger. That way you guys can kind of see what's going on here. So, a little story time. You guys ready for some story time? So, story time. My dinner. My dinner is kind of like a two-parter, right? There is the part where I have dinner where I'm on the road and I have dinner in my lunchbox, right? And then there's also the dinner that I eat when I get home. So I kind of eat two different dinners every single day. Yesterday was very much one of those days where I had two different dinners for my day. My dinner while I was on the road was this meatball parmesan mashed potato thing. And it was okay. It was okay. And I say that it was okay for a particular reason. Because after it had been sitting in my lunchbox for a few hours, and I decided that it was time to eat this meal, it had kind of all combined into this amalgamation that was quite resembling the consistency of baby food. It had a delicious flavor, which is very important. The flavor of the food that you are eating is obviously incredibly important. And the flavor of this food that I was eating was quite delicious. Do not get me wrong. It tasted incredible. But when you combine meatballs with a gravy-like sauce on top of mashed potatoes with nothing else except for some steamed broccoli, it kind of develops this not great texture, in my opinion. And here's my thing, right? If you put it on a plate in front of me for dinner, it would have probably been very enjoyable. Very, very enjoyable. But because it was in a bowl where everything had the chance to combine into one amalgamation of meal, it left a little to be desired. If you put it on a plate separately and heat it up, it was probably delicious. But the combination left a lot to be desired. That being said, there was some McDonald's waiting for me when I got home. The McDonald's, while tasted good, also had the challenge of being texturally also not quite as enjoyable because it had also been sitting out for multiple hours at a time. So that was my dinner situation. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. But, you know, you live, you learn, you eat. At the end of the day, my wife cooked food for me. I didn't have to cook for myself. Therefore, winner chicken dinner. I'm nauseous now. Oh, Mamacita. We're going to do a point in for that there. We're going to do this here. What is this? Max life per second. Resistance. That's a long way to go for some resistances of max life. That's not quite so far to go for some resistances and max life. We're going to grab the damage. We're going to grab none of that. What is this? Corpse attack speed. Damage there. What is... Ooh, we have nothing here. Normal nodes here. We need 2 intellect nodes. Damage there. What is this? Resistance and armor. We could probably grab that. Resistance is max life. We can probably grab that. Let's see. What else we have? Damage to healthy. Damage to healthy. Injured. Injured. Total all element resistances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't need that one at all. Blood damage, intellect. Blood damage, max life. Max life. Blood damage. I mean, that max life is probably worth just grabbing off the rip right there. I still have 40 fucking points. What do I do with goddamn 40 points? Yo, what's up, Dobby? Corrupting damage, resource cost reduction. Max life. See that? Resistances. I mean, we probably grab the resistances there. Maybe we just go all in on defensives here. I wonder if we just go all in on defensives. Total armor, resistances, total armor, resistances. Max life, healing received. Damage to healthy, damage to healthy. I don't really need damage to healthy or damaged. Total armor, resistance, total armor, resistance, total armor, max life, resistance, max life, resistance. Damage to crowd control. Ads went crazy with that meow mix. Really? Sometimes, so I know that the way that I do ads is a little bit different than some people. I do 3 minutes of ads and then no ads for an hour after that. That way it gets all of the ads out so you guys can enjoy a full hour of uninterrupted content. But that does have one downside. The downside is that you get 3 minutes of ads. And I have had channels that do basically the same thing before. And during that 3 minutes of ads, you can get essentially the same ad multiple times in that 3 minutes, and it kinda sucks. All right, so we do have our defender selected here. So we get resistance, that's fine. You increase the damage, but increase the... Yeah, I don't care about that too much. Essence regeneration and maximum estimates is increased, but the amount of shadow mages you can summon. You increase damage to vulnerable enemies. Increase damage while you have stacks of overpower, but the amount... We're going to grab cold there. Actually, we're going to grab that right there. And I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, chat. All right, we're back. I don't mind ads. I grew up not being able to skip them. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us did. Okay, so Golem. You gain increased attack speed, but Golem does less damage. Max life is increased, but Golem deals less damage. You increase critical strike damage, but Golem deals less damage. We're definitely taking max life for hardcore. We also have 5 more points. We're just going to put points into Corpse Tendril for right now. We also need to figure out what exact skill assignments we're doing here. So obviously, Corpse Explosion is going to be our main skill. Sever is probably going to be our second main skill. Bone Storm is going to be another top skill. Blood Mist being a survivability is very important. I don't know that we need mages and skeleton warriors. I'm pretty sure Corpse Tendril we can have auto cast based off of other things that we have going on. We do have a whole bunch of Obabos that we can burn through. And we have a bag of Obabos that we can open up real quick. There we go. All right, let's grab some boots real quick, just so that we can get some movement speed. 900, those are really bad. What does this give us? Armor, life, impairment, no thank you. This gives us int, max life, armor. We can swap out fire res. Movement speed. What does this give us? Ooh, I like these ones right here. So we're going to put on these boots to start. We are going to... What are we going to do here? What we're going to do is grab all of our things here. We got to make these a little bit better. So to start off, we're going to add a defensive, hoping for max life. We didn't get max life. So we are going to chaotic reroll. We're going to chaotic reroll using the resistance. We're going to chaotic reroll using the mobility. Shit, we just lost our movement speed. I was hoping it wasn't going to do that. I was hoping it was going to do the evade one. Well, we're going to garbage that. We're going to put on a different pair now. Boots with the fur. Intelligence, max life, healing. Intelligence. Let's grab a few more. Let's grab a full inventory and see what we get. All right, so what did we get? We got intellect, max life, intellect, max life, intellect, max life, movement speed. Okay, those are pretty good. Those are shadow res. I don't really care about that. Intellect, max life, movement speed. But it's lower. It's basically lower everything. Okay, so we're good here. So what we're going to do is we're going to masterwork these with movement speed. Oh, and it's a one and done. Beautiful. We are going to... Essence regeneration isn't really that bad. Especially because we got movement speed. We're just going to masterwork these real quick. I don't know that we need essence regeneration, but it's not a bad roll, so we're going to keep it for right now. We're also going to come over here. We're going to grab a whole bunch of our boss materials. I'm going to put in chat real quick the loot. That's not the loot command. The loot command. We're going to see what items are usable for this build. So let's see what necromancer specific items. You know what I can do? I can put this over here for right now. We can do desktop, and I can scroll through. You guys can watch while I'm doing this. So Hangman's Hand, Sever deals increased damage and sends out one scepter. I don't really care about that. Scepter's mobility. Maximum number of skeleton mages increased by 1, and they're upgraded to archmages. Archmages teleport to safety when attacked, and their attacks occasionally shatter on impact. Don't really care about that. So for the Grigor, we've got skeleton warriors. Skeleton warriors cleave with their attacks, increase damage. Committing them onto a target increases the damage that target takes from skeleton warriors. Yo, what's up, Prophecy? So the Morticrux. When consuming a corpse, there is a chance to create a decaying skeleton simulacrum that seeks enemies but cannot attack. When it dies, it explodes for shadow damage. I don't think that's good. So we're going to skip over Grigor. Yo, what's up, Lex?
Hello, hello.
So Beast in Ice gives us Deathless Visage, which is Bone Spear. We don't use Bone Spear. Instead of detonating immediately, Corpse Explosion now summons a volatile skeleton that charges at a random enemy and explodes. So we need to probably do Beast in Ice. We probably need to do Beast in Ice. See, here's the thing, though, right? This is interesting for open world gameplay. Anything besides 1v1, like me versus a boss. Because me versus a boss, well, it might work for me versus a boss. As long as I can create the corpse, it'd be fine. So let's see if we can find some howls. So let's go ahead and open up. Let's shrink this down real quick. Beast in ice, we need one of these. So can I find a pair of gloves? Give me a pair of 900 gloves. Attack speed, vulnerable. You know what? Yo, the penguin medic. What's up, brother? How you doing today, man? So we got a pair of gloves here. They're not horrible. We're going to put them on. We're going to get rid of all of those. And then we're going to open this back up. And we're going to see what else we have here. Doing good? Glad you're doing well, sir. Okay, so on to Lord Zir. What does Lord Zir give necromancers? Blood Surge. I don't use Blood Surge. The Blade of Zur. Your summons damage afflict enemies. Yada, yada, yada. I don't need that at all. Just messing around with Druid for the next season. I just lost my second Druid of the season, and then chat voted for a Necromancer. And then after that, decided that I'm doing a bone... What am I doing? Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion. Your base skills, I use no basic skills. Vulnerable, weakened, crowd controls, or corrupted enemies are afflicted, taking increased damage. Curse skills deal shadow damage. I don't think that's very good, to be honest. 40% is not a lot. But that being said, we are going to go grab a couple of those. Let's see if we can get an Uravar real quick here. We got 244. That's not what we wanted. There we go. Critical strike chance, intellect, vulnerable, and physical. That's literally exactly what we needed, and it's on a second round. So I have two options. One, companions focused on poison, creeper, aura. In my second, I'm looking at, and this one seems harder to do, is a shout companion. I just did a companion based on lightning wolves, and even with multiple mythics, I was just barely getting into the billion damage range. I can't imagine that with the poison creeper, you're going to get any more damage than that. So I would not recommend that route unless you are curious to see how far you can get that build. I think it would be fun if you did that. But if you're specifically looking to get as far as possible, I would say don't go poison creeper. 180% crit damage to put... I completely understand. My enemies were also damaged with poison and had increased poison damage, but you just don't do that much actual poison damage. That being said, If you understand what is ahead of you, it could be fun to push the build to see how far you can get. Just don't expect to get very far. Because there are two different types of Diablo players. There are the players who want to do the end game content as easily as possible, and those who want to push the bounds to see how far they can get based off of their own expertise. So it depends on what you want to do. And I think you completely understand because you played this game plenty. So yes, do what you think matches. Yo, David MTM, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I'm highly suspect. I'm a truck driving gamer dad. We play lots of Diablo 4 here. How you doing, man? I have lost 2 hardcore druids already this season. We are currently doing a corpse explosion homegrown necromancer. And it's oh yeah, no, I just the season board. Look, I mean, look, Penguin Medic, you and I both have played this game a lot. So I understand your desire to play something different. Just temper your expectations. I don't think you're going to get very far as a poison-based creeper build, but it would be interesting to see how far you do get based on that build. All right, so we need to see what other items we can get here for our Necromancer, our Corpse Explosion Necro. Mutilator Plate is a Blood Lance build. We don't need that. Bone Prison traps a larger area. We don't care about Bone Prison. Increase the number of skeletons and mages, and your summoned damage is increased. Commanding skeleton warriors also causes mages. Yeah, I don't care about that at all. And there's Mr. Lex with the link to the druid that died earlier today. Yo, what's up, Ketter? How you doing, sir? I don't use Blight at all. Well, actually, I do use Bone Storm. While you have an active Bone Storm, hitting an enemy has a chance to spawn Bone Storms around their location. Each sacrifice bonus increases this chance by 25% and allows you to spawn one additional Bone Storm. Each active Bone Storm grants 30 critical strike damage. So we really do need a lidless wall. Okay, so let's go find ourselves a lidless wall. What was that? That was Andariel. Right? Yeah, my bad. I forgot I dropped Keepers in favor of the wolves and creepers in favors of wolves and ravens. There are a couple of items that you can pick up that will give you all of the bonuses. I'd never done a companion druid build before the one that I had just finished recently that just died. Just died this morning, to be honest. So definitely double check the items you have available to you. You're going to use Black River, one-handed weapon. For Corpse Explosion, it pops up multiple corpses rather than one. Okay, when we get there, make sure I don't skip over that OG. I appreciate the heads up, though. What was I looking for, though? I was looking for Andariel. Okay, so Andariel is here. And I need a lidless wall. Edmund Pierce. Okay, so there's a 900 lidless wall. Intellect, crit strike, damage reduction. That's actually not bad. I will take that as a first item. All right, so what do we have? Okay, so let's go down to the next boss. Next boss is Harbinger. Blood Wake, Blood Mist, casts Corpse Explosion. That sounds good.
No, I thought you were going to kill the Harbinger.
I would like to kill Harbinger, but he killed me earlier, so me and him are kind of beefing at the moment. Blood Miss casts Corpse Explosion on corpses. When Blood Mist detonates a corpse, its cooldown is reduced. Yeah, I really don't care about that. I don't plan on using Blood Mist as a damage. It's going to be like a last survival situation kind of thing. Minions, don't care about minions. Darkness skills, I'm not focused on darkness. Your golem, don't care about that. Red blessing. While healthy, you gain overpower. Blood orbs grant 2 stacks of overpower. Red blessing may not be bad. So let's grab some butcher items here real quick. See if we can grab ourselves a red's blessing. What's a butcher's cleaver? That's an 850. I can't do anything with that. Worst case scenario, we get a 900 red blessing. There we go. We can turn it into a charm. Charm may not be bad. All right, so there's Butcher done. What do we have here? Astaroth. What does Astaroth have? Blood Room Breaches. Your summons have a chance to randomly inflict Decrepify or Iron Maiden when they deal damage. You deal increased critical strike damage to enemies. We need Blood Moon Breaches. So we need to do Astaroth. Astaroth is... Which one is this? That's Bartuk. Profane Mind Cages. Okay, so here's Astaroth. We need Blood Moon Breaches. Everything's going to depend on how they mess with Leoric's crown. Yes. And I am going to be creating a YouTube video over the next 3 days. I don't know when it's going to come out. And it is going to be focused on Leoric's crown in the PTR version, because I did find out some very interesting information. So if you'd like to watch, it's going to be a short video. I feel like there's a lot of long-form content for D4 that's kind of just boring, in my opinion. It's not really focused. So I'm going to make a short, probably like 4 to 5 minute, maybe 6 minute long video of Leoric's crown and its potential based on the PTR. And if you'd like to watch it, make sure you follow the YouTube, or I guess it's subscribe to the YouTube. And it's going to be coming out in the next few days. Really interesting. You know, in a nutshell, Leoric's crown has a chance to become the best item in D4. Unless they make some significant changes between now and the new season. Okay, so we need to... I don't remember what we were looking for. Oh, Blood Moon Breaches. We just got an 850. Can we get a 900? There's a 900. Intellect, max life, crit damage. Since when could you get crit damage on pants? What? I mean, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to complain. All right, so, okay, so Astaroth is done. Does Bartuk have anything for us? Gravewalker, your essence generation is increased. Your bone skills increase damage for each points of essence you have. Unfortunately, we're expecting them to nerf it by almost 50%, basing around the seasonal splinters. Okay. Penguin Medic. While I do agree, I do expect them to nerf it. Here's the thing. They did not nerf Rogue Umbacrux build for almost 2 entire seasons. After it had multiple seasons of being completely broken. Clearly, Blizzard does not know what it's doing. in terms of its balancing. While it would make sense for an absolutely item-destroying nerf to Leoric's crown, I don't think any of us can expect us to do what is in the best interest of the game. And for that reason, I am making the video. A dark aura surrounds you, inflicting decrepifying and main on enemies, increasing your damage. Close enemies. Curses inflicted in this way are spread. Omen of Pain sounds like it might be good. Soul Rifts, I don't care about that. So let's grab a couple of Bartek rolls here real quick. So we go in here, we crabbed a couple of Bartek rolls. This is Bartek. That's an 850. I don't really want an 850. There's another 850. And there's a 900. Max life, armor, crit. That's actually a really good roll. That's actually a really good roll. Okay. So we're going back here. So we did Bartek. Belial. Mythics. Okay, hold on. Someone told me you're gonna use Black's River. What is Black River? Excuse me. Original Tic Tac. I did not find an item called Black River. If you could tell me what you mean, I have no idea, because that was not found in the loot pool. It's either they nerf the crown or they nerf splinters. In an ideal world where Blizzard knows what they're doing, I would agree with you. But the fact that Blizzard has essentially no idea how to properly balance this game, I would not be shocked to see them do absolutely nothing. If you want a fun Necro build, I have one from Season 13 where you just infinite launching Army of the Dead. No, we're doing a Corpse Explosion build. Yeah, I don't see anything called the Black River. So I'm currently searching just black. Black is the only thing considered black is Kilt of the Black Wing. Even if I search the word river comes up nowhere in this loot table. So I have no idea what the Black River is. Literally no idea what the Black River is.
That's it for that piece.
It's a serious gamer question. What's up, Vata? What you got for me, sir? All right, we're going to go to the Diablo 2 screen so you guys can see the full screen. Duriel loot pool? Duriel loot pool, really? Duriel loot pool is here. The Black River used to be a one-handed corpse explosion. They removed it. Really? Yeah, what's up, Star Knight? How you doing, sir? The Black River has been removed. The Black River has been removed. Hold on. Diablo 4. Yes, the Black River unique scythe was removed from active drop pools and adjusted during major updates in Diablo 4. It doesn't say when it was removed. It was removed 3 months ago. So it looks like it was removed with the expansion, which is super unfortunate. And what's up, sir? They removed it. I have no idea why. I honestly, I could not tell you why. I'm not a main for Necromancer. No idea. Are you at all bothered by Sony and Rockstar going all digital, possibly changing the future of gaming? Yes. I do not like all digital video games. I think the entire economic world is being pushed into a rent and not own environment, and I do not like it. And I'm not sure if I said digital world, but I don't mean just digital. I think our entire existence is being pushed into a rent and do not own environment, and I think it is bad and extremely damaging to everything that we need in this world. Last season we could use it. It was in season 12, so they removed it in season 13, which is about correct based on the search that I pulled up. Ironically, Black River wasn't that strong, and for season 10 was bugged. So here's our current situation. We need a helmet, a chest, a weapon, and a ring. So if we go over here and we find ourselves, let's just grab a full inventory of helmets. What do we get? Intellect, max life, fortify, resource cost reduction isn't horrible. Healing received is garbage. Intellect, essence, intellect, impairment, cooldown reduction. I don't think we need cooldown reduction. I think the intellect, I think this one may be best, honestly. 100% agree with you. Keep physical alive. Gaming companies have already proven that they do not care about us. Uber owns no cars, yet biggest taxi service. Just the way of things to come across every board. Here's my thing. Video game companies have already proven that they do not care about us. When you buy a video game, let's be honest, right? For those of you who do not know, video games, whether physical or digital, have never meant that you actually own that game. And I'm gonna go full screen for this. I'm gonna go full screen for this, right? When you purchase a video game, whether it is digital or physical, you do not actually own that game. Morning, Cypher. What you own is a license to play that game, whether you believe it or not. Even if it is a physical disc or cartridge or whatever other media it may be, that disc or cartridge does not give you the right to own the game. It gives you a right to the license to play the game, which most gamers do not understand, unfortunately. But legally does not give you the right to that game indefinitely. So, what do we do about that? Honestly, I think I have no idea. Because technically, we've never owned those games. It's just a perception of owning the games. And it could take a long, dark turn. Very true, sir. I agree wholeheartedly. Next week is PS strike as players. We not own almost everything in life since the 90s. Yep. So they're saying that getting rid of physical media will allow them to be cheaper. Now, how much do we believe them? The reality says as soon as they remove physical copies, they're going to do library wipes and charge $100. I don't think they're going to do library wipes, but as game, okay, look, here's the thing, right? As these majority online games start to die, the servers for the games start costing more than the games bring in. And the majority of these large companies are IPOs, which means that they are publicly traded. And the CEOs and the CFOs of these companies realize, crap, we have to do something about these servers. And Kiratos, I see you there with the finger stretch, the hydrate, and the loosen up. We'll get them in a second. So the CEOs and the CFOs are like, oh shit, we have to do something. Technically, we can cancel these ownerships of these games and fuck over millions of people. And because they are publicly owned, they have a fiduciary legal responsibility to do what's in the best interest of these public, which means cancel the servers because the servers cost too much compared to how much the money is bringing in for these games, and move on. And unfortunately, until something changes legally, we have nothing we can do. All right, real quick, we're gonna do the finger stretch. The finger stretch. We got the hydrate. We'll do the hydrate real quick. And the loosen up. Isn't owning a disc for a game on PlayStation one example that would be owned rights? No, because the software, the code that is on the disc is a license for that game. You don't actually own the game. Ever since physical media was sold for video games, none of it has ever been sold as a you own this game. It has always been a you own the license to play this game, and is a major misconception of video games in general. You do not own the game. You own the license to play the game. And unfortunately, as end user license agreement, EULA, continues to evolve, your ownership of these licenses is becoming more and more restricted. I hate when games project unrealistic body images at all. At us. Like a game with guys with perfect dad bods. Huh, I've got a perfect dad bod. What you talking about, bro? That's the great thing of bacon. When you buy it, you own it. What's up, OG team? What's up, Ketter? What's up, Peanut? Have a good one. I'm going to go back to sleep. Did not want to lose my streak. And much love, brother. Have yo, Star Knight. Appreciate you. Right. Even Tetris was a licensed cartridge. Exactly. Physical media protects you from it being right. So here's the thing, though. Here's where the confusion becomes discombobulated. When you own the physical media, i.e. cartridge or CD, it feels like you own that game, but you don't really own that game. It's just they can't really take it back from you. There's nothing they can do except for like sue you in court to take it away from you. And obviously they're not going to do that. You're not worth it. Whatever you may or may not do to it at that point. But because they're moving away from that, it is becoming easier for them to do. There's a reason why it was always a disc or a CD key back in the day. Exactly. Reason I rip all my digital movies. You know, Plex servers are popular for a reason. Plex servers are popular for a reason. We need to figure out what we're doing for our skill assignments here real quick. So, Obviously, Corpse Explosion going slot 1. Sever going slot 2. Bone Storm going slot 1. So I think we're good here. What else do we need? We need a chest, a weapon, and a ring. So let's grab ourselves a chest armor. We'll grab a full inventory here. And not gonna lie, that's not horrible. Intellect, GA Life Unkilled, GA Essence Regeneration, and Lightning Resistance. That's not horrible. I'm gonna keep giving my NES games blowjobs. So way back in the day, my cousin was convinced, absolutely convinced, that if you took your game and instead of blowing into the slot to clear out the dust, you just chucked it with all of your might into the ground, it worked better. And that's what we did. We chucked the cartridges into the floor. But you know what? It was his games and it was not my games, so I did not care. We don't even own the houses we live in or the land we're on. I mean, you're not wrong. The land that I live on can be reclaimed by the government at any point, and the house that I live in is technically still owned by the bank. So you're not wrong, Zeroff. Are there any D3 Xbox players in chat? Renee is asking. Don't pay the tax and find out. Exactly. All right, so we do need to get ourselves a one-handed weapon. We're going to grab a sword because swords are the coolest. Let's see what we can find here. A full inventory of swords. There we go. What do we find? The only thing we can really own is a car. The only thing we can really own is a car. Kind of. Kind of. Depends on your use of said car. Max life damage over time. Weapon damage. Life on hit. All damage. Weapon damage. That's not bad. We're going to burn the rest of those. We're going to grab ourselves a ring here real quick. If you solve the Magic the Gathering problem that happened, a guy was given a set that didn't release yet because the sets were named similar. Well, the guy made an unboxing video. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to need more context. Have to pay property taxes on the car every year. And it just depends on what state you're in. It could be property taxes. It could be inspection. It could be registration. All kinds of things. Even after you in the car. You know, if you get too many tickets, it can be impounded. Resource cost reduction. What are my GAs at? Let's do one of these. So we got attack speed, cooldown reduction. Shadow resistance, critical strike, cooldown, life regeneration. Ooh, this one's pretty. Vulnerable damage GA. Let's use that. So let's go here. So we have a slot for everything. We have a whole bunch of materials here. Taxation is so bad. Taxation is rough. It is rough. Hasbro sent the Pinkerton company to bust open his door and start going through his house, destroying dressers, boxes, till they had every card from the set. That is wild. We are going to add affix for aggressive. 1, 2, 3. What do we get? All damage, critical chance, damage over time. This isn't bad. Critical chance at 3.5 does kind of suck. I think that we go here. We lock in the vulnerable damage GA. And then we just go re-roll. We're going to focus re-roll with the offensive. And wait, what? Focus? Okay, there we go. The man was not reimbursed and instead had to pay out of his pocket for all the damages. That's wild. Intellect, all damage vulnerable. Intellect, critical. Critical vulnerable, damage over time, physical. That's actually not bad. I don't care about attack speed, I don't think. Don't care about attack speed. Don't care about attack speed. All damage, critical, vulnerable, attack speed. Get rid of the attack speed, son of a bitch. Get rid of the fucking attack speed. Bro. Okay. Shadow damage. I don't care about shadow damage. I don't. Or damage over time. Okay. Get rid of damage over time. Oh, a 16 critical strike damage. The man was not reimbursed. So if you think having a physical product means you're safe, you're living in a fantasy land. Yep. Okay. So we have a low intelligence roll, a perfect all damage roll, and a low critical strike roll. Critical strike damage. I think we keep rolling. We got lots of things here. Intellect, all damage. I don't even know what I rerolled here. Intellect? Intellect, all attack speed. Intellect, all critical chance. That's not bad. Intellect, all vulnerable. Crit chance. This looks the exact same. Int, crit. This is the exact same. Oh, but now we got 9.9 attack speed. Crit strike, vulnerable, physical. That's not horrible. Critical strike, critical damage, physical. If that crit damage could get higher. Okay. So this is interesting. So we have intellect at 101, which is basically a minimum roll. What's up, Princess Savior? So 101 is basically a minimum roll because 100 is a minimum. We got 4.5 critical strike chance, which is one off of perfect because it goes in 0.5s. We have a GA to vulnerable damage, and we have a perfect physical damage. And technically, corpse explosion is physical damage. So that's not necessarily bad. It's pretty decent. It's a solid roll. I think we take this for right now. Okay, so reason Black River was removed is because it's one of the variants in the corpse explosion skill tree. So they removed it because they took the aspect and put it in the tree itself, but then didn't add it back in with a different aspect? What? I'm be right back. I need to go use the bathroom. 1 second, chat. We're back. Bloodless Scream might work, making your explosion freeze. Bloodless Scream. All right, let's see what we have here. Let me search for Bloodless. That's too many S's. Bloodless Scream. Your darkness skills, but I don't have mine set to a darkness skill. If I go here, your corpse explosion is a darkness skill, and instead of exploding, it does damage over time. So that's not necessarily a bad idea, but for right now, we're going with Bloody Mess, which increases the size and damage instead. You can make it a darkness skill, which is, it is an option, but for right now, we're going a different direction though. We're trying something different. So I do need to get a aspect for my helmet, my chest, my weapon. I don't know what aspects I have available though. That's going to be the issue. So core skills, I don't think that... What is corpse explosion? It is a corpse skill. Okay. So close enemies or those that deal indirect damage. I don't care about that. Channeling, blood skills, corrupting or frostbite. Don't need that. Exorcism is execute. Summons. When you damage enemies with darkness. Inner calm. Reanimation. Basic skills. Blood skills. Desecrated grounds. Increased damage. Wait, what is that? Your dodge or block in attack. Oh, thorns. Okay. Increased damage while you have barrier. Fortify. One-handed weapon increases your weapon damage. Edge master. Ferocity. Summons. Thorns. Sacrifice. I think I'm just missing some rolls. Gain 30 increased fortified generation and damage reduction. Coagulation isn't horrible. Harden Bones. Gives me a 19% damage reduction, which isn't bad. I don't use a two-handed weapon, so that's not going to be usable. Defensive skill grants you increase all resistances. Damage reduction based on how injured you are. Impairment reduction. Don't need that. Bruiser aspect. No thank you. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Juggernaut. Don't need protection. Well, you have barrier. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to do Hardened Bones on the helmet. And then on the chest, we're going to do... Where's the one that gives you based off of Fortify? I could have sworn it was farther down. Oh, well, you have Barrier. I thought it was right next to the one that said you had Barrier. What? Oh, here it is. Gain 30% increased barrier and increased fortify generation and 80% damage by fortified. Okay, so we're gonna grab that for fortify and damage reduction. Oh, for now, we are going to... We need something on our ring. Summons, intercom, reanimation. I don't have all of the aspects needed. Blood skills, increase damage based on fortify. Desecrate a ground, increase damage, just slows enemies, block, dodge. So we're just going to go with conceited, which gives us damage based on barrier. And then we're also going to go with crushing as well. And that should be okay. We're going to drop it down to Torment 5 just for shits and giggles. We're also going to play a little dress up here. What do we got? Not sure how I feel about any of this. Yeah, that's good enough. We are going to put our pet in as Stabby McCrabby. We're going to put this in as this. This is going to go here. This is going to go there. Confirm look stable. This goes there. Confirm. All right, let's go see. We're just going to go out into the open world. Let's see what happens. The Mordicrux may be a good alternative to Black River. The Mordicrux. I remember seeing that, but I don't remember what that did.
Torment 5 directly?
Yeah, we're going to go straight into Torment 5. So the Mordicrux, when consuming a corpse, there is a chance to also create a decaying skeleton that seeks enemies but cannot attack. When it dies, it explodes for shadow damage. Maybe. Here's the thing, though, right? It could be good. But it would have to be better than whatever aspect I could potentially put on a legendary weapon. Okay, that was interesting. So we We can do quite a bit of damage here. We do surprising amount of damage here. Interesting. I kind of like it so far. Yeah, so options would be legendary or bloodless. I think so. But it seems like we're doing pretty good so far with Corpse Explosion. I have like nothing leveled up right now. Why is it not exploding any corpses? Are there no corpses? I need to figure out if I can make Sever cause corpses on use. Because Sever is our main mobility. Let's see here. What the fuck? These rib condoms don't taste like ribs at all. Did you try putting barbecue sauce on them? See, it looks like there's corpses on the ground, but I can't actually explode the corpses, which I don't understand. Golem can make 5 corpses on use if it helps due to low corpses. I just need to figure out the best way to make corpses. I just need to figure out the best way to make corpses. Let's go back to town. Let's do a pit. So we did Torment 5 pretty easily. Yo, what's up, Spooky? How you doing, sir? So, if we do... I think we can do a Torment 6 pretty easily. Army of the Dead. Best corpse generation is... I mean, we just did a 70 million corpse explosion. Army of the Dead is OP. I don't have Army of the Dead right now. I like our Army of the Dead does seem fun, but we're trying to currently use Corpse Explosion and Sever. And I need to figure out how to make Sever do corpses so that I can cast Sever and then immediately corpse explode after that. And it doesn't seem like it's doing what I want it to do.
Google says that if you allocate 3 points into Hewitt Flesh, that gives your damage up to 12% chance to create a corpse at the target's location.
That's interesting. We'll have to check that out after this pit run. I mean, we're gonna clear this 60. Is it a 60 pit? A 40 pit. We're gonna clear this 40 pit, no problem. All right, let's see what else we can do here real quick. I mean, we cleared the 40, absolutely no problem. So, what can we do? So, every 5 dexterity, vulnerability, we could probably put that in, because we are doing vulnerability as well. I do need to fill out my Paragon board completely. I don't have any of my glyphs put in. I think I only have 2 of my glyphs put in for Paragon board, which means we're missing a lot of damage in there somewhere. So what do we got? So Paragon board. Let's see here. Exploit. We could put dexterity purchase within range. So if we put exploit here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got a decent number of exploits in there. But I've got none actually activated. So we can take these out. And I can put some dexterity nodes there. Okay. Also, I don't have any minions active. This is a damage to crown control. This is a damage to healthy. That's all normal nodes. This is damage and damage to elites. So I can do sacrificial here. And then eliminator there. And then that's fine. I need to get... Wow, I need to get 4 intellects here. 1, 2, 3.
Your voice command clipped that. Did the free clips?
Oh, did it?
It shows in the activity feed that there are free clips created 2 hours ago.
Well, that's good. Okay, so that's
Check how they did.
fine. We are doing physical damage. Desecrated ground. While standing in desecrated ground, you deal... I don't do shadow damage. When you gain overpower, I don't know that we're going to need dominate. All right, corpse generation methods for Necromancer. Hewed flesh passive gives your attacks a lucky hit chance to create a corpse whenever you deal skill. Basic skill, Reap generates a corpse on its first hit against an elemental Reaper. Corpse, choose the Reaper upgraded Book of Dead so your warriors have a chance to create a corpse. Corpse, yada yada. I want to see if I can create a corpse with Sever, though. Reduce resource, ferocity. So I can't... I don't know what Hewed Flesh passive is. D4, Season 14. Can Sever make corpse? +6. No. Sever skill itself. Sever is a core shadow skill. Increase damage, main damage. But it relies on other passive minions or skills to generate... Can we make corpse tendril? Create a corpse. Increased chance, critical strike chance, essence, additional lucky hit, vulnerable, no longer consumes corpse. Enemies are mobilized. No longer cast on a corpse, and it said caster on you. Now deals damage, no longer has a delay. I have to figure out how to create corpses automatically. What about my curses? No corpse. No corpse. No corpse. No. 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 Blood. Decrepify, weakened, and slowed. Critical strike. Decrepify. 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 Resolve. Decrepify in daze. Decrepify in blood. What about here on Bone Storm? With Sever, the green passive creates a corpse. Oh, Sever slows enemy by 40% for 3 seconds and forms a corpse. So it does form corpse. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I thought it did, but for some reason I must have missed that. So let's bump it up to Torment 7.
It saves just one clip. The other ones have something wrong on them, but in the clips history, like I'm looking on your dashboard to clips, it is one saved there. So
well, that's good to know.
It works. Yeah.
Alright, well, Corpse Explosion doesn't seem to be doing shit right now. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, I don't know what happened there. But Corpse Explosion didn't seem to be doing shit. Let's try to do some tempers and masterworks here. So, if we... You know what else we need to do? We need to do our... let's see here. So, we're going to do it enchanting our helmet. Fortify... You know what? We're going to do Fortify Generation for armor. Okay. We're going to do this for life on kill as max life. We're going to do core skill to be critical strike chance. On here, we're going to do fortify for armor. Okay. We've already got the boots done. On our weapon, we actually need to add a offensive roll. And our weapon needs to... Weapon needs to what? Do the resource for... For what? I mean, we'll take the max life right now. critical strike is pretty good. On here, we got critical strike, intellect, damage reduction. Cold, we need to switch out for armors, but not bad. I don't know what this can roll, though. This can roll... Oh, just defensives. Okay. So that's fine. Our Will of Rathma...
Add one more aspect on the amulet.
I don't have a lot of dust applied.
Oh.
Our Will of Rathma is vulnerable, physical, and critical strike. That's actually not bad. Our vulnerable, physical, critical strike. That's actually not bad. Max life, intellect, armor, critical strike. Let's re-roll armor for physical. Ooh, critical strike, perfect roll is not bad either. Okay, so time for tempers now. So we're going to temper the helmet with max life. 1304 is fine. Chest, 1322. Offensive on our gloves is going to be critical strike damage. 31 is horrible. 30 is even worse. 31 again. And, oh, 63 is the GA. Is not bad. Max life. 1451. We've already got that there. We're going to do critical strike chance on our one-handed. 3.0 is really bad. 4.9 is way better. Lidless walls getting a 5. I'll take it. On our Will of Rathma, we're probably going to grab... I don't know, honestly, so we're just going to do critical strike damage on our jewelry for right now. 45 is okay here. 46 is okay there. And I don't want 40. That's a mineral. 63. Okay. So if we max roll our helmet. Let's see here. Oh, man. Man, why does it keep doing that?
Because you're doing the mountain style. Pressing escape.
Yeah, but I don't understand why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That's fine. If we masterwork our intellect, I don't care. Essence, I don't care. Intellect, max life. Okay, what do we get on our... Oh, apparently I have no fucking Obdicite. Well, son of a bitch. So blood skills are for this one. Your basic core and ultimate blood skills drain. Your profane and macabre skills deal increased damage. This is a... Oh, it is a profane. Forming or consuming a corpse reduces the essence cost. Oh, excuse me. Thank you, sir. Reduces the essence cost and cooldown and increases their damage. Casting an ultimate skill forms 10 corpses over its duration. I think we're going for Desecration set. Desecration set is your best. It definitely seems that way. Blood Moon Breaches. I don't think I need to worry about that. I think we're going to go with Temerities? Do I have a temerities in here? I think I do. It may not be a... Nope, never mind. I do not. Greenwalkers, Azareth, Mark, Tybalts. Why do I have 2 Tybalts? Son of a bitch. Well. Alright, so we're going to continue masterworking. We're going to... Oh, that's right, I can't. Blood Moons are 60% crit... I do have Blood Moons on already. I do have Blood Moons on already. I do need to put some sockets in for right now, though. I do have the items for sockets, so let's get sockets on everything. There we go. We are going to create 2 skulls. Skull there, skull there. We are going to create ourselves a diamond for here. And emerald there. A ruby here. We're doing intellect, which means we need 2 topazes for whichever one of these. I do want to grab earthen bulwark. Let's see here. So, concussive stomp, maiden, movement speed, dark prison, concealment, vortex, companions, decrepify. Earthen bulwark is going in 1. So we need a... We need an activator for earthen bulwark. Do I have the one that does macabre skills? Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. Rally, decrepify, companions, critical strike. We'll do the critical strike for right now, and we'll do it based on... 5% of my resources spent. That's fine. Okay, so we should be able to go in and do the Pit 50 now. Alright, so upgrading all of our items made a significant difference. And we don't even have everything upgraded yet. Okay, so we killed that big bad guy. Bursting Bones aspect, if you can get your essence up to 480 and the 200%. I don't have Bursting Bones yet. I do not have that aspect quite yet. Bursting Bones is pretty good. Also, I think ossification might be good. Also, I have basically no upgrades for my glyphs. Gravewalker's Hand as a unique. Gravewalker's Hand, huh? I don't know what that item is. Let's see what we can find that real quick. Gravewalker's Hand. Your essence generation is increased. Your bone skills increase damage for each point of... But I'm not doing any bone skill damage, so I don't think that's going to do anything for me. So a 7 was pretty easy. Let's see if we can do a Torment 8. What's my... Toughness isn't great. This could be a bad idea. Because you can make corpse... You can make Corpse Explosion a bone skill. But the Corpse Explosion that modifier that I'm using now gives me more damage and more radius. So I don't know for a fact that it's worth it. I just feel like Corpse Explosion isn't activating as much as it should. Cop, have you been drinking? Me. No, officer. He pulls out mic. Do you want to do some karaoke? Me? Hell yeah. Then he arrests me. That sounds about right. Yeah, it's going to come down to which order the multiplier is applied. Like, here's my thing, right? Like, it just seems like sometimes it's not creating the corpses that I... Like, that looks like a corpse right there. Like, why is it not exploding? Oh, do you have it where corpse explosions need 2 corpses? I don't think so. I'll have to double check, but I don't think I do. One of the passives are bugged where you need multiple courses. That's stupid, if that's true.
Where is Joe when you need him?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, we're kind of getting the hang of it. I just wish he did a little bit more damage. One of the oh, you already read that. I mean, we killed the 60, and we still don't even have our set charms up yet. We don't even have 5 glyphs on yet either. Unfortunately, Corpse Explosion is one of the skills that don't get tested in PTR because of Blood Wave and Army of the Soul, or in Army or Soul Rift. Yeah, it definitely seems that way. Okay, so we need to check our Corpse Explosion. So Corpse Explosion detonates up to 2 additional corpses. Corpses exploded by Corpse Explosion can be consumed at additional time. Corpse Explosion Blood Orbs. Corpse Explosion generates essence. Yeah, I don't think I have the one that makes it cost additional. So fortified. You have a 9% chance to form a corpse when you take damage. Active barrier. Oh, you know what I do need? I don't have either of my mercenaries up either. Okay, so maybe it's just bugging out and not registering corpse. Maybe. I need to talk to Aldkin. It's a reinforcement. There we go. There we go. Yo, what's up, Sadness? Alright, so let's play a little... No, we're fine there. We do need to... Hello? It froze? Is everything frozen? Everything's frozen. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so clearly we go with this. And then clearly we're gonna go with what else? Unfroze. Yeah, we are unfrozen now. 10 out of 10. Do recommend. I played a bit of Assassin's Creed, and now I'm heading to the gym. Yo, nice. I feel like we're going to go with that for right now. Can we get a different one-handed? I mean, that's not bad. You know what? We'll go with the Doom one-handed. Hello? What? Oh, okay. For some reason, my character wasn't moving. Let's go with a... Ooh. You know what? I think corpse can be consumed twice. It says until the second consume. I did notice that if I just spammed
Back to it then.
the... Oh, there we go. If I just spammed the sever, it actually turned out pretty well. Blood Moon Breaches. Looking forward to the new season Diablo. Until then, I'm playing other games. Oh, that's perfectly fine. I completely understand. Oh, okay. So do I have the one that gives me Dark Shroud in... Oh, wait, I already looked through these, didn't I? Okay, yeah, I did. For some reason, I thought I looked through my inventory. Okay. So we have the 4-piece desecration, but we don't have 5-piece desecration. What do I have in here? Tybalt's Will. When you cast a skill with cooldown, you explode. I feel like we just take Tybalt's Will for right now. And also, I should probably put all of this away. Okay. What's wrong with this season? Honestly, it's not very good. It's one of the worst ones since probably season 9 or 10. I'm gonna play until the last day, and then the next one start from start to end, and so on. Like, if we're being completely honest, this is one of the worst seasons in a while. There's just like,
Still having fun.
I mean, I'm still enjoying it, but still, it's not nearly as enjoyable as some of the other ones has been.
I don't know, brother. I'm too old for stuff like, oh, this is not good. I'm gonna play. This is my first season. I hit 300. I will hit 300.
Just like not. Like, I don't understand where my corpse explosions are going.
They explode.
But nothing's exploding. Like, I feel like this season actually for me is the worst ever. I don't know that worst ever. is what I would consider it. But it is definitely rough in my opinion. Okay, so here's my thing, watch. Okay, so first season I've not had FOMO about. If I cast a whole bunch of Severs right here, why did only like 3 things blow up? There's like 5 corpses right here. Why do they just not blow up? First season and 8 seasons, I'm not hitting 300. This is what I'm confused about with corpse explosion, right? So like, watch. Bunch of corpses right there. Why'd they just disappear? Why are they disappearing? Why are they not exploding? You're auto-consuming corpses? But what is auto-consuming corpses, and how do I stop it?
You have something that consumes corpses, steel or.
Okay, so like right now, right? Nothing's consuming corpses. Only about half of them. Bone Storm increases. Bone Storm consumes up to 4 corpses, increases. Oh, so is that what it is? Is it a Bone Storm that increases?
Maybe you
Later,
should
Cypher.
check that in a pit. You never know. Maybe you should go to town.
Is there a delay on corpse explosion? Are you guys noticing this? So I clicked the one, yeah, because Howl from below. Bedtime, sir? What you talking about? It's my weekend. I stay up as long as I want. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so watch this, right? So my there's a corpse right here. I click the corpse, and it blows up over here. My gloves, instead of detonating immediately, corpse was now summons a volatile skeleton. Oh, interesting. But it does corpse explosion increase damage by a lot. So is it something that we just have to learn to play around then? It's easier on controller. So it seems like it's just something that we have to learn to play around then. Because 90% multiplicative damage is quite a bit. I don't know that we can quite give that up. Yeah, and imagine making it mythic. I mean, that would be a let's get out of there. That would be a significant... Bro, chill. That's a significant amount of damage.
I tanked that kind of explosion on pit 120, and on 125 it took half of my life.
Holy crap. A 2.3x multiplier? Yeah, it's quite a bit. I mean, to be fair, I was hoping that we'd be doing a little bit more. But we have, like, no glyph levels up. We don't even have all of our glyph slots filled out at the moment. Much less leveled up at the moment. I'm not really sure we don't even have everything masterworked right now. Also why I was looking at turning Corpse Push into a bone skill to benefit just having high essence. Yeah, we're going to have to play around with it. I don't know that this version is the best version. We turn it into a bone skill and we get a different access to other multipliers, which could be nice. The thing is, does it turn it into bone splinters if you turn it into a bone skill, or does it just turn it into bone damage? If it turns into bone splinters, then I know that there are some other things that can increase the damage. See, that's the thing. Bone damage. But then you get things like ossification and all of that other stuff. With also bone splinters. Yeah, that's the thing, though. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, it's not bad.
You're actually doing good. You catch up with time and went even further. You might finish this bit.
Yeah, like, just like Lex said, like, we caught up with the time. It's just, it's weird. It's not like anything I've ever played before.
don't get used too much, you're gonna die.
Oh yeah, no, I will definitely die with this build.
Or you might be surprised if you turn it into something really good. You never know.
Sorry, it's not a bone. Yeah, I didn't think it was bone splinter. And it no longer explodes. That's interesting, but it fires 8 separate instances of damages. Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. Like, what I'm doing right now is really inefficient. So, whatever I do, I need to try and cap out my attack speed. Oh, I failed. I didn't kill the boss quick enough. Really?
Yeah, if you didn't do that, what this button do? Lose so much time.
Oh, because I was messing around at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
makes sense.
I guess if you just start and do everything without losing the time, I think you'll do it. Even with this build, like how it is right now.
Do I have any more Obdicite yet? No, 62 Obdicite's not enough. Butcher's Cleaver, Blood Moon Breaches. See, I really need to get the last version of
Goodbye. It has been a pleasure.
I need to get the last upgrade for my Desecration Charms. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Oh, you know what else I just forgot? We haven't done any war plans at frickin' all, which really sucks.
Well, you did the base of the character for tomorrow grind.
True. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers of all ages, that's going to be it for me for the morning. Appreciate all my lurkers, my chatters, my followers, my subs, my VIPs, and my mods. Hope you guys have a beautiful morning and evening, afternoon, all of the things. Whatever time it may be, wherever you're at, I'm going to find someone to raid out today. Rage, if you're on tonight, hit me up on Discord. I'll try to be logged in. Send me a message if you're playing. We'll play some games together. Let's see who we're going to raid today. You know what? You know Diablo is slow when Fame has 48 people watching. Making Dough has 80 people watching. Who else? Who else do I have on my list? And then no one else is even playing Diablo. But I'm going to send you guys over to Fame. It's been a while since we raided Fame. Fame's super chill. She's also playing some, I think she's playing Rogue. So yeah, go hang out, enjoy all of things. Hope you guys have a beautiful morning, evening, afternoon. Make sure you guys go do something you enjoy. Go hang out with someone you love. Remember to stay suspicious. And I will see you guys next time. Peace. Love you guys. I'm out.